Let's see. What team are
But
you on, by the way?
I'm Slippery Skyline.
Okay. That's probably just easiest to find you in that chat.
I was at an interview,
Yeah, how'd it
so
go?
I got the job, so I'm happy about that.
Nice, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, forgive me stream for not commentating. Trying to get my other caster in here. Alright, if you check your messages, you should have name and passwords in.
Alright, I am joining.
Alright, so anyone in chat, welcome to game 1 of the second major in Champions League. We've got Mechanical Menaces versus Zen Fan Club currently. Menaces coming back after winning the first major. Let's see, no goals currently. We're a minute in. Pretty solid matchup, two solid teams. Zen, are you in here yet?
I am in here, yes. I am
You
watching.
are. Gotcha. So what's your prediction going into this? I'm going to go out on a limb and say 3-2 Menaces.
I would say, honestly, after watching and casting the last Zen Fan Club game, I would say 3-1 going to Menaces as well.
Okay. So my concern, Zen Fan Club's a great team. However, we were talking about it earlier in the pre-show. They've had a couple victories based on FFs. So they may be together, they played together for a long time, they may be playing together in comp, but it's been a week or two since they've seen a game in the league. And I wonder if that's going to translate as Bailed Boots just puts one in for Zen Fan Club, so proving me wrong already, they're the first to score. So you're predicting 3-1 Menaces.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Let's see here. Zen Fan Club already trying to prove you wrong. Bail Boots is throwing me off. He's got the ghost on his car. I think that's Dupree. Because normally it's Dupree with the ghost on top of his car.
So I was getting talked to, but yeah, casting their last game, they started off strong, but at the end they just couldn't close it off. So I think a game or two is possible, but has Fallen proving my point right, as going just straight up and getting the goal, beating Dupree to the ball.
Fallen definitely plays that third, sometimes second man slot very well. He's usually, if the ball is high in the air and it's shot down on net, it's usually Fallen up there that's doing it. As he gets the chip in the midfield, tries to 50 it, doesn't win that. We have two Zen Fan Club members on it. Ronks can't win that 50. Got pressure, Fallen's there for it, off the back wall though.
The GOAT, the great defense from him himself.
Yes, sir. Nice low
Playing
50.
with Fallen.
Say again?
Playing with Fallen is always great. He's always there. He's a great teammate.
Yeah.
And even going against him in scrims, he's a really good player.
Absolutely. He's very solid. As he gets a catch in midfield, given a little bit of time, but Cars for Jordan's there for it, as Beach is going to try to take it up the wall, but he's met by two members of Zen Fan Club, and they've got pressure on the net, can't put it in. Still got offensive pressure though, but it looks like they gave it away there. As Beach couldn't get a good touch.
See, Cars for Jordan getting a pass off backboard, but Fallen's easily just there. I mean, the GOAT himself's got to have some GOAT reads.
Absolutely. Zen Fan Club keeping good offensive pressure here, couldn't translate. Menaces is still not quite out of their half as they just get it over the midfield line.
I think their one problem is that they rely on Cars for Jordan a little bit too much. Because I get he's the GC, but casting that one game last week, they kind of depended on him only.
I haven't had the opportunity to see a lot of their games. I've individually played with several of these players, but seeing them as a team, I've only seen once or twice, and it's been
Wow.
deep.
A whiff on the backboard from Cars for Jordan.
Yeah, it just looked awkward. Barely caught that. Oh man, that is an awkward height to go at from the backboard. As Menaces take a 2-1 lead here in game 1 of the first game. Series opener against Zen Fan Club. And Zen Fan Club immediately has a response with 19 seconds left on the clock. It's already looking like it's going to be a good series. You know, we're here 19 seconds shy of game 1 being potentially an OT. And we've got a prediction both in favor of Menaces, but 3-1, 3-2. I'm interested to see how close the series ends up being.
I am too, because this is starting to go down to the last bullet on this game. And we see Beach Pilot bringing it out the middle. Back pass to Fallen. Good play for possession, but will he be able to translate it?
This is game 1 already in overtime. As Menaces win that kickoff, but Ronks can't quite get to it. Fallen saves a boom off the backboard. Beach Pilot trying to slow down the play. Gets a flick over one, but can't get it past Cars for Jordan. Ronks good touch off the back wall in the corner. And again off the back wall above the goal. Bail boot shot on net. Fallen's there for it.
We're seeing some pretty good defense coming out from the Menaces line right here, as Zen Fan Club just won't stop getting relentless on the net.
Absolutely. I've seen a lot of offensive pressure from... It seems like more offensive pressure coming from Menaces. However, I'm sorry, more offensive pressure coming from Zen Fan Club. However, Menaces seem to be more efficient. Haven't had a lot of time on offense, but they have stayed just as much in this game as Zen Fan Club gets a touch just off of net.
Some pretty good composure coming out from them though, as that's what you want to see at these last minutes.
This Fallen's there for save. Cars for Jordan on target, not the quickest shot.
Pinch, Fallen goes for it, off backboard, can Beach get to it? No, he overcommits.
That was a, if intentional, well-timed smoke screen. Couldn't quite see if it bounced out or up off that corner.
Do you see the GOAT himself getting his bumps come out from their half?
Looks like a little miscommunication double commit in midfield from Ronks and Beach. Cars for Jordan trying to get a touch and gain possession of it. And a team bump. Oh, actually that was not a team bump, my bad. Fallen with a high shot on net. Debris can't get to it, and that's going to be Menaces taking game 1.
The GOAT himself scoring. Looking like Zen out here. Sorry, looking like me out here. I mean, as a great placement, making well place of where the other defender was.
I just noticed the wrong map selected. Not sure that's a huge deal, but I do want to get this right, so I'm going to take a minute, find my map order again. Alright. Let's see. Match settings.
Timer, as we just watched this match, do you have any different ideas for your projections, or?
No, I think it's a very close series. I think that it's going to be a 3-2 going either way, honestly. I was a little nervous about Zen Fan Club coming in, just because, like I said, they've had a couple FFs, haven't seen a lot of games in the league lately, and I was fearful that may translate. However, close game. You know, we went in overtime game 1, so it's already it's already a very even matchup. I'm going to stick with my 3-2 in favor of McMenaces. What about yourself?
I think after watching that, if Menaces keeps it up, I think it could be a sweep. It could potentially be a 3-0.
Really?
And I think, yes, because I think Menaces are easily just holding down the defensive lineup. I mean, their defense is fluently going. I mean, some whiffs, but
Yep, they're very strong defensively, and as I mentioned last game, it seems like they're more efficient whenever they do get an offensive possession.
they definitely take time. And it's
Absolutely.
so good.
As Bellevue gets a good flick. High in the air, can't do anything with it though. Cars for Jordan's there. Ball meets it on the back wall, not the best touch. And that's going to be Cars for Jordan with an assist to Dupree.
It looked like some bad communication.
Yeah, and again, that's Zen Fan Club taking the first goal in the game.
Also, my bad for cutting you off.
No, no worries. I'm not the best at casting. It's I try not to. I try to be as much of a personality as I can. As Zen Fan Club puts another one in the net, taking a 2-0 lead in Game 2. For those of you that may just be joining us, Menaces took the Game 1 in this series as we open up our second major.
Be like everybody who's calling him a Smurf, be like, the pre-Smurf, the pre-Smurf. No, I'm joking.
No, yeah, I don't see it. I mean, I've seen plenty of Diamond 3s that are solid players. I've seen a lot of Champ 2s and 3s that are, I don't know that they've ever played the game before. And
It was
yeah,
a good attention, the save. Holy. Beach Pilot coming out, but it just wasn't enough.
absolutely. And looks like Fallen, you know, being on the other side of that ball, was afraid to put it into his net, but he's got to go for it and get it up above his net to try to save it as Zen Fan Club takes a 3-0 lead. Definitely a change in pace from Game 1. Dupree with another shot.
All right, he's smurfing. No, I'm playing.
No,
I'm playing.
yeah.
I'm playing. I
No,
like to make
Dupree.
jokes about it.
Yeah. Dupree is just a very solid rotational player. He's not doing the fancy stuff. He doesn't take it into the air a whole lot, but those little quick shots where he just happens to be in the right place, he's consistently there for. As Ronks gets a touch, almost on net.
I think that's why people are coming at him. He's very consistent, and he does his basic stuff. Basic equals wins.
Absolutely.
That is one thing I learned.
Absolutely. You have to be a fundamental. It's like any sport. If you have your fundamentals down, then you can add things onto your arsenal. But there's a lot of players that focus on the flip resets and the double taps and all that kind of stuff, but might not get the best touches in the midfield, and it just ends up not translating to a win for them. As for Jordan, going for a little bit of a fake pass to Dupree, it's just left of the goal. But Bale Boots is there for it. I stuttered. These guys just have me excited. It's a 5-0 lead in Game 2.
Definitely surprised with how this is going. I mean, a team bump from Beach Pilot and Ronks coming out.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. It has to be some miscommunication. Rotationally, there's a little bit of problems on the defensive side for Menaces, which was their strength in the first game. They're going to have to figure out this communication rotation just to stay in this, because Zen Fan Club is putting on a clinic. They took that first game personally.
As any competitor would, as we always want to win these games.
Absolutely. Cards for Jordan, trying to control it up the wall. Can't quite get it down for a pass. Bale Boots with a contest against Fallen in the midfield. Cards for Jordan, shot on net. That's going to be 6-0. Game 2. This is scary for Menaces. They've got to make an appearance in this game 2, or I'm scared this momentum's just going to carry over into Game 3.
You gotta get your passport ready, Dimery. Possible.
I don't know if Menaces doesn't score. Might not be Brazil. Might be going somewhere else. I'm not sure.
as they're looking to score now after saying that. Definitely
Yeah.
trying to get your passport ready. I'm keeping it handy in my arm.
Fallen going for bump off the back wall on the Zen Fan Club side as Ronks is there. Dupree shot on that. It's going to be a little high. Ronks with a good clear. Cars for Jordan's going to be there though. Doesn't have the boost to really do much with that. It's a chip up to Bail Boots though. Beach Pilot's in net where he should be.
I like the idea that Bail Boots had the fake on the shot to a demo for Dupree to make the shot. It's going to work 75% of the time.
More often than not, yes it does. As Fallen gets a good chip through the midfield. Ronks high off the corner. Can he get another touch? He can. Beach is there for it. Can't quite get it down though. Looks like a whiff from Fallen. It was hard to see from my perspective. Cars for Jordan coming quick. Doesn't have the boost. Tries the wave dash to catch up to it. Just can't quite get there.
The fear, the open net fear was just overtaking him. He just couldn't get it down in his own head. The free flick pass wrong, so Beach gets it past. Back down. What are these team plays? They're happening. Ronks
Ronks.
no boost to follow.
No boost to follow. Gets a good high chip off the sidewall. No one there for it. Beach gets a chip. Almost. Almost gets it around Cars. Passport's ready. Passport's ready. Zen Fan Club.
It's possible.
Zen Fan Club. You got to put one more. One for the road. Send us packing.
Come on. Let's go to Europe. Let's go to Brazil.
Dupree wins that kickoff for Zen Fan Club. Beach is there for a chip down. Oh.
There it is.
Brazil! Not the best touch from Beach Pilot there. Sets up Bail Boots for a good shot down on net.
Not to be toxic to Menaces, because I love Fallen. He's a pretty good player. He's the GOAT. But
Absolutely. It's always exciting. I mean, it's tough, but it's always exciting to see a good Brazil. Especially for the team that won Game 1 to be getting Brazil. As Zen Fan Club ties up the series 1-1. Dupree showing up. Just solid situational, positional player. Looks like he may have gotten a little bit of coaching because not that he was ever huge with boomer ball. However, he was taking a lot more possessions and dribbles and slowing down the play. That's a little bit different than I saw coming into the season. Let's see. I made the mistake of doing DFH Stadium for Game 1, so I'm going to swap out Manfield for this one. Let's see. What are your thoughts on that last game?
I think they definitely got in their heads a little bit. Some bad miscommunication, as I saw a couple players are hesitating. But you just can't hesitate for challenges. You need to get them challenges out so it doesn't get scored.
Sure.
I mean, I think it was Ronks was in the corner or Beach Pilot, and he went, but he stopped, and you can't be doing that in times like these.
For those of you that just may be joining, this is Game 3 in the first series of the day. In the second major, we have Menaces versus Zen Fan Club, tied at 1-1 in the series. We had close game, Game 1, in overtime, going Menaces' way, and then we just had Zen Fan Club Brazil 7-1 Menaces. So let's see how Menaces on blue side respond as they are in the vicinity of the net. Can't quite get it in though. Fallen with a good shot down, or a pass. Oh, and
no whiff.
Fallen just cannot turn in time to get there as Dupree tries to take possession, slow down the play a little bit. Gets challenged by Ronks. Cars for Jordan off the back wall. As Fallen gets a touch again off the back wall.
Here's the Smurf himself, apparently. Going off. I mean, him in that last game was phenomenal, just being in the right places.
Absolutely. Took the MVP for Zen Fan Club in that Brazil.
4 goals up. I mean, money, cash in his pocket. Dupree getting another one.
Another one, and that is in all 3 games so far. Zen Fan Club striking first. Lost the first game. However, like I said earlier, they had a Brazil in game 2 against Menaces. I really want to see Menaces pull it together. They were so strong defensively in game 1.
I think if worst comes to worst, the Smurf is gonna carry. We all know.
Let's see, Cars for Jordan getting a chip off the corner. Ronks is up. Met by Cars for Jordan. It's high, anyone's ball. Fallen and Dupree jumping at the same time. Looks like Fallen wins that 50.
Ooh.
Again, Dupree just where he needs to be. Low boost, didn't boost over ball. He's in the net where he should be. Makes a good save. Beach Pilot looking for a touch off the back wall. Lets it drop down. Met by Dupree. Fallen with a high chip in midfield. To Beach Pilot. It's on target. Cars for Jordan is there though.
I think if that was more powerful, it probably had a chance of going in, but
Absolutely.
we've seen good passing from Menaces wanting to get that goal back. They went the redemption arc.
And I'm here for it. I knew it was going to be a close series, but it's almost starting to look like Zen Fan Club is hitting their stride. It's going to be tough. A lot of momentum in their favor. Menaces needs to do something quick.
They're running away with it. I mean, as we saw a triple commit from Menaces, just you can't do that.
Dupree meets that ball in the midfield for a high chip. Ronks gets a good contest though, back to Cars for Jordan, but Ronks is there again. Can Ronks turn? He can't. Beach gets a pop off the side wall. Met by Dupree. Ronks shot on target. Can't quite get it in though.
See, Dupree make a miss off the sidewall. Fallen's already up. Whip from it.
Might have been a little eager on that pre-jump. He's floating above it. As he gets a good touch off the back wall, he gets bumped, so can't get a double.
Actually looking like me when I play with Slippery Skyline. I mean, backboard passing. not a lot of times you see that in this league. Just a ton of ceiling shot pass to Rocks. He's actually surprising me with this. I'm looking like a proud father out here.
Cars for Jordan trying to get an offensive drive going, met by Beach Pilot. As Dupree wins that 50 in the air against Beach Pilot. Zen Fan Club can't quite keep the offensive possession. Cars for Jordan takes a good angle, wins that 50. Following the first one to it. Off the back wall, good touch by Dupree for clear out to the side. Midfield 50 going in favor of Menaces, but Bail Boots is immediately there for it.
This is definitely a better game than last game as they're getting more fluid again with their defense.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a shift.
What a
And Zen Fan Club, not sure exactly what happened there from our perspective, but no one was back. Looks like Dupree pushed up a little too much. Menaces strikes, making it a 1-2 game. As Zen Fan Club wins that kickoff, goes straight to Ronxo. He's high in the air in the midfield. Pass to Beach Pilot. Off the back wall, can't quite get anything productive out of that. Carson Jordan going for control touches down the wall. Met by Fallen, high pop in the direction of Zen Fan Club.
Still possible. Somebody's got to get there. Shot comes off. Saved by Carson Jordan. Come on. Fallen's got to catch it and do something with it. The Zen Fan Club are just running away with time right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to play keep away instead of score. And if this ball gets down, it's still up though. We're past regulation. It is down. That's going to be Zen Fan Club taking game 2.
Still possible. 3-2.
It is still possible. Still possible. Menaces took game 1. Zen Fan Club taking games 2 and 3. Kind of proving both of us wrong. We thought this was going to be in favor of Menaces. Let's see. Game 4 is going to be Coliseum.
He said, do we need to play subs? Anyone want to confirm rules? Everyone has to play 1 game, right?
I thought that was only... I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. Fallen's in here if he wants to chime in.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Didn't for sure get an answer one way or the other on that. Looks like Zen Fan Club is making a substitution though. Can't see everyone, but I heard it's Cannon in for Bail Boots on Zen Fan Club. Looks like the original lineup for Menaces. This Cannon gets a high pop off of the back wall of Menaces. Would have had a shot on net. Beach Pilot's there to meet him though.
As I see. Ooh, cannon fire with a whiff. The Smurf Dupree going for it, but double commits off the course for Jordan. A pop-up. Is anybody going to be there? Beach Pilot's already up to it. Did he get a double off that?
He did get a double off the sidewall. Couldn't quite get back to it in time though. Christopher Jordan's up. Almost had a double tap. Dupree high off the back wall. Cannon drops it down. It's close. It's right on the goal line. Can't get it in though. Christopher Jordan. High off post again. Dupree. They are the true post abusers. I think we need a name change.
Just have him in name, like numbers. Post abusers 1.
Yeah. Christopher Jordan getting a demo on Ronks in the midfield. However, Fallen's got possession. Met by Dupree though. Zen Fan Club struggling a little bit to get it out of their corner. However, Christopher Jordan high in the midfield. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, you're fine. I was about to say, Beach Pilot just everywhere for Menaces already. I see him doing challenges and doubling. I mean, very good plays coming out, but there's nothing coming out of it. So that could lead to a goal.
And it does. Menaces here in game 4. This is the first game that they have been the first to strike. Definitely need to see it because in the last 2 games, games 2 and 3, momentum has definitely been in favor of Zen Fan Club as they won them both. I would love to see Menaces win this and go to game 5 in this best of 5 series.
Probably going to be a good series like the Slippery Skyline versus Team Field Medic.
Cars for Jordan for Zen Fan Club puts it on target, and Beach Pilot just can't. Oh no, it was Fallen actually. Just can't quite get there in time. Gets a touch on it, but just can't get the angle. As we are tied up in game 4 of Menaces versus Zen Fan Club. What's the most significant change you think you need to see out of Menaces here to put this momentum in their favor again? As Zen Fan Club puts one in the net. Dupree.
I think definitely efficiency and offensive. is just what they need to work on. They have the defense, but they just need to have the switch to aggro. Because we're seeing good shots, but I mean they're just either falling apart and crumbling like a cookie, or just not leading to anything.
Yeah, and Menaces is definitely a team that's known for passing plays and those high midfield strikes down into the net. It looks like they've had a little bit of struggle with communication. Some of their passing plays, they just don't have anyone there. Great passes, great opportunities, just no one's there in time for it. Mr. Prees off the corner, gets past Ballin. Ronks is there to clear it away though. Cannon going for a control touch in his corner, but he's met by Beach Pilot as Cannon's up in the midfield. Down to Fallen. Dupree. Not sure how that one got through. Wasn't quite in. Cannon. Shot on target. Met by Fallen. Feel free to step in anytime. I'm talking too much.
I know you're fine. I suck at casting.
I'm
We
terrible
see
too.
the Smurf just going at it. I mean, how many goals he got? He's like, last time I checked, 7 or 8. Somebody rank check this dude not playing. He's been everywhere for Zen Fan Club. I mean, he's looking like the MVP of the series. Four goals in a Brazil, couple of goals last game, and 2 goals already in this game. I mean, if that isn't MVP material and he's there for everything, then I don't know what is.
Cannon with a good touch in midfield to get it past Menaces, and the goal is wide open.
Wow.
I don't want to say it, but I think the mental fortitude of Menaces is definitely struggling here with just under 2 minutes left in Game 4, down by 3. They've got to win it to stay alive. Again, for those of you that are just joining, this is the opener of the second major here in Champions League, as we have Zen Fan Club leading in a best-of-5 series 2-1 against Menaces. Beach Pilot trying to get a good offensive drive going, but he's met by Zen Fan Club. Dupree gets a chip off the back wall, can't quite get back to it though. High in the midfield, anyone's ball. Looks like Dupree's gonna win that 50, first one to it. Beach with a good clear in the direction of Zen Fan Club, not quite on net. Cannon gets a touch off the sidewall. Ronk's first one to it though. Beach with a pass over in front of the net. No one from Menaces can quite get to it. Dupree looking like a controlled touch here. Can he take it up the wall? He's met by Ronks. Cannon with a good free jump there to stop Beach from taking it back in the direction of Zen Fan Club.
I think in times like this, even if they lose, just take your time. Understand what you did wrong and just come back stronger.
Absolutely. It is a double elimination in our majors, so, or actually, I'm not sure if it's double elimination or if the first loss puts them in the lower bracket. I'm not exactly sure on that.
First loss puts them in the lower bracket, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a do or die moment as we're in the final 30 seconds of Game 5, and it's looking like in favor of Zen Fan Club. Might see another Brazil.
It is very possible. I mean, anything's possible in Rocket League.
Cars for Jordan gets one on target. Beach is there for it, though.
I think it's safe to say to put your passports away.
Yeah. Might get a lucky one for the road, but 2 of them looking like just out of reach as we are past regulation. Ball is down. That is going to be Zen Fan Club taking the series. I've got to get Dupree in here. I've got to get an interview with him.
In here. It's just crazy, just the momentum that Menaces had just completely